our logo. It's more than just a mark.
And we've got the same logo. So are they actually using an affiliate program?
Two ends of a spectrum. Different, yet drawn together by something extraordinary.
We even have haters on here, and they're way more plugged in than some people I know. Our biggest haters are on every single Zoom.
Every time.
Because if you don't have people who are looking at you like you're crazy, then your dream isn't big enough. Some people don't like me, believe it or not. Believe it, right? Because you wouldn't sleep if you did. And you'd be just as crazy as me. All right. So anyway, all the new people on here, when you're doing something great, you're always going to attract the enemy, right?
This is not just a company.
VYB is not a pyramid scheme. And then we're going to go ahead and get rocking and rolling. Go ahead and throw 3 7s in the chat for me.
It's set. It doesn't launch till the 17th, okay? It launches at the 17th.
People, Lord, set the captives free, Father God. Yeah, you raising her up for this generation in this time, Father God, to help people be free from the financial bondage that so many people are in right now.
Amen. Amen. I appreciate you, Pastor, because you know me. I'm new in my faith, so I'm like
Well,
I'm like Kurt. I'm trying to get there, Pastor, right? Good thing they live out of the country. I'm trying, Pastor. So
I want everybody in the chat to put in the chat right now, pulling back the curtains. Pulling back. Let's put it all in the chat. Pulling back the curtains.
We have a funnel system for this coming.
A funnel system for this coming.
VYB is not a pyramid scheme. Refer people to Seafire too with your link. So, yep, and to me, it's not really Tamika out there, but people always say pyramid. It's a pyramid on purpose. It's the strongest structure. So, look it up. We're excited. We don't care about the haters.
It's a vibe.
Karma's a bitch.
Queen of Karma.
Hello, everyone, and how are you all doing tonight? I hope that you are all having a fabulous, fabulous, amazing night. And tonight we are going to be talking about the VYB scheme again. That's right, they have done another live stream video where they are with Seafire, and I am still trying to figure out how Seafire is going to work as the crypto scheme that will be the product for VYB, the recruitment scheme. And just in case you are new, or maybe you're not really sure what VYB is or what we're talking about, I have decided to do a quick little recap for all of you. Joe is here, but says that he'll only get to hear about half. Sorry to hear that, Joe. You can always come back. You thought it was the Screaming Twins? Well, they scream sometimes, so it works. Good to see you, Louisiana, and Silvio is here. Good to see you guys. I'm glad that you could make it. So let's just do a quick little recap. Let's just recap in the VYB, 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 but it's pronounced VYB, V-I-B-E, was introduced as a new platform in December 2024, aiming to revolutionize the MLM, multi-level marketing industry, with a unique business model and compensation plan. The company has experienced several failed launches in 2025. Over the past several months, they've been busy relaunching their website, leaning on faith manipulation, grifting while on vacation, and even weaving family tragedy into their narrative. In late 2025, they are busy promoting their new Seafire scheme. Seafire is something we have discussed briefly before. Seafire markets itself as a blockchain/crypto opportunity, but its structure is recruitment driven. Hello, JellySnack. Good to see you. Glad you could make it. Ragan Lynch has promoted Seafire as the product that VYB affiliates can make money from, since VYB itself has no tangible offerings. Even insiders of VYB, the other Huns in the scheme, admit that this partnership is confusing. So tonight we hope to break it down and finally figure it out. So tonight's topics are going to be Seafire, our dear friend Ragan Lynch, and her twin sister Ragan Lynch. Although I'm not sure if Ragan shows up. We'll have to see. Ragan Lynch is the one that is most famous for her faith manipulation. She has done a lot of this. She falls back on it every single time that she can. So just, be prepared for a lot of that during this live stream. I'm sure it's coming at some point. The memberships at VYB are you can do the 5 core boot camps, get a membership enrollment to that, as you can see, for $99.99. They have Healthy You, which is wellness and growth. The enrollment is $139.99. Monthly, it's $119.99. Then you do Trade You, Wealth Mastery. Think of that as like MLM business coaching. And the enrollment is $199.99. And after that, monthly, it's $159.99. And then, as you can see, they also have this all access complete growth package. And they say it's the most popular, but I mean, is it really? Probably not. But it's $199.99, and monthly it's $179.99. Now, the funny thing is, when you become a distributor in VYB, they do push you to get the all-access complete growth package. So you sign up as a distributor, and then you also have to do an enrollment of this program here. VYB is a convoluted MLM pyramid scheme that mainly depended on recruitment and had no current products until Seafire came along. Here are the ranks here. Once again, you need to rank up in order to make more money and have more success. In order to rank up, you recruit. Nothing to do with selling products because, again, they don't really have tangible products right now. Jelly says, I don't think it's popular with anyone. VYB depends on our favorite 3x10 force matrix system. We are wondering if Seafire is the same. That could get very confusing. Megan recently was trying to sell her contact list of 25 leads to her VYB members behind the scenes. She just wanted them to win, she said. So in case you missed the last VYB about this, the last VYB live, it says here, who needs a list of 25 people? Reach out. And, her phone number's there. It's everywhere. She posts it all over the fucking place. And then she says to everyone, I just want you guys to win. If that means giving you all my contacts so that you can build a great income, then it's a win-win. Like, Lord. The hookup between VYB and Seafire is a classic MLM tactic. When a scheme has no products, it bolts on a dubious crypto play to create the illusion of legitimacy. In reality, this makes the operation even riskier because it combines MLM recruitment fraud with crypto Ponzi mechanics. For consumer advocates, this connection is a red flag that VYB is not evolving into a real business. It's doubling down on deception. Look at this damn chart. Tonight we will react to their latest trading with Seafire to try to figure out how this MLM crypto scheme fits in with Megan and Ragan's VYB recruitment scheme. Hopefully by the end of the night we will have figured it out. So without further ado, I think we should get into it. Don't go anywhere. There might be a JellySnack attack in the future here. So for some reason, they didn't do proper dimensions for this. I don't know what happened.
You wouldn't mind if you could just kind of, because I got some new people on here too, if you can just kind of share with the folks a little bit about your story. And also, I want to encourage everyone to go into the back office. If you have a membership, and you can actually watch all of Barnaby's recordings from VYB 1.0.
Yeah, so Barnaby Anderson is the founder here of Seafire.ai. You know? It's sad because I did get to speak on this call, but I think she cut it out, probably. You know, especially if you said anything about it being a pyramid scheme. So yeah, this guy here, he is the founder of Seafire. So he created this crypto MLM scheme. It says that he is a blockchain visionary, which I was like, that's a thing. So quite interesting. But apparently he's been doing digital development, online commerce, and for over 30 years. So, you know, probably lots of MLM schemes.
And learn even more. But I'm going to get out of the way and just allow you to do your thing, Barnaby. We would love to know like the new discoveries with Seafire. And then toward the end, I'll let everybody know how, you know, we're going to be able to usher everyone into this program and how, you know, financially beneficial it can be for everyone as well. So let me just mute myself out, Barnaby.
Fantastic. Thanks, Megan. It's just great to be here. And everybody, so probably many of you don't know exactly who I am. You can look me up on barnabyandasson.com. That's S-U-N at the end, barnabyandasson.com. That's I'm the only person in the world with this name. You can look me up. I'm actually, you can tell I've got an accent. I'm an Aussie. I've been a tech entrepreneur since the early...
Yeah, he's from Sydney, Australia. I guess I should have also said that. It says it all right here. You know? It says from Sydney, Australia to the world stage of Harvard, Stanford, and Davos, he has been invited to share his vision on how new technologies can liberate and transform our world. For over 30 years, Barnaby has demonstrated the power of personal freedom. That's why I was like, probably MLMs. Through digital development, online commerce, and AI grounded in the core values of integrity and empowerment. Following the sale of his Aussie tech company, which is just sounds weird to call it that, in 2010, Barnaby has pursued a nonstop worldwide adventure for over a decade, filled with speaking engagements to showcase the practicalities of decentralization. His contributions to decentralized finance, DeFi, and NFTs have been groundbreaking, re-envisioning how money operates for a new economic paradigm. His co-founding of music blockchain BandRoyalty.com, BandNFTs.com, not ban NFTs, band with a D, NFTs, sold close to $1 million in music royalty NFTs as a first in the industry with multi-track music playable NFTs. So he thinks he's a big deal.
90s. I was the first web design company in Australia, and the media was visiting every day. It was the beginning of 1995. That was the same year I also became a dad. And so my passion was always e-commerce. And so that's what I've been doing for the last 30 plus years. And in that time, I'm also super passionate about education. I've traveled the whole world and taught even audiences of thousands of people at the same time. I've been invited to Harvard and Stanford, and even the World Economic Forum. And so I've really been out there helping thousands of people across the decades. And I came across Bitcoin actually when it was first launched. And it took me a while to really understand it. So I've been deeply involved. Crypto has become, and blockchain has become my entire business for the last 10 years. And so my real passion has been about merging e-commerce, education, and cryptocurrency, because it is the future of finance that's already here right now. So that's a little bit about me. Oh, and just quickly, if it's okay to share, like Megan was right, that I was, everything was lined up to do the full integration with VYB of everything in the platform I've built that I'm about to show you, called CFire.ai. I was invited out to the biggest crypto event in the whole world in Singapore. And so I went out to that, presented CFire. A lot more people became interested. There were some powerful partnerships that have been made. But also, I was able to pop into Australia, which is where I'm from, and visit my daughter for her 30th birthday. And if it's okay to show, I got to meet my new granddaughter, who's just 1 year old. So it's my first grandchild. I only have the one daughter. And so that was an opportunity. That was me getting to meet.
Stop putting your family out there.
I show that because you can tell I'm a proud grandfather. So then I zoom back over here, and in that whole time, I also—
It's like you don't have to show a picture of your child or grandchild when you say that you're a parent or grandparent. You can just tell people that. Who cares if they don't believe you?
I got to go spend some time in Thailand. Actually, for those of you who haven't had a chance to get over to Asia or travel the world, maybe just hit a 1 in the chat, because that's one of the real reasons that I'm so passionate about e-commerce and making money online. And that was always my vision and what I knew could be done, to basically be able to go out there and travel and go wherever you want. So I've been to over 40 countries, and on that trip I was able to spend some time in my other most favorite country, Thailand, where in the last dozen years I've spent about half my life living in Thailand. Because when you get to travel and work online, you get to go visit family, you get to go to great events, and you get to spend time in your favorite places. And so if that is something that you would like to do, then that's actually everything that is available. And so essentially that's what CFire is about. It's about delivering.
I highly, highly doubt you'll be able to do any of those things with CFire. I mean, just look at the success rates of multi-level marketing.
Delivering that to you for real and showing you how to navigate all of this crazy tech. So I've got this little presentation to show you, because how many of you would agree that a lot of this technology, especially with crypto and blockchain, it's a bit of a maze. Yeah. Type a 2. So if type a 2, if you agree that this, can appear like a maze at times. And so CFire is the platform that's actually going to work to solve this big problem. You can see, this photograph of somebody being, confused, and because, basically being able to move money between your existing bank account, like the old world of money, like in the 20th century, that's how people did everything. But now we're in the 21st century and money has already changed. And so you really need a bridge.
All right, just so that I'm not talking out my bum hole here, which I've apparently been accused of doing. If you want to know the success rates, here we go. There we go. Income options for participants. As you can see, MLMs, 99.6% lose money, 0.4% profit. And you might be like, that's a nice graph. Here you go. Here's the numbers. Wage earner means you have an actual job, basically. You have an actual job. You have a chance of profiting after expenses are 100%. Losing money, 0%. Legitimate direct selling, 80-20. A small business, 39-61. Classic no product pyramid scheme. All right, you have a better chance of making money in a no product pyramid scheme than you do in an MLM. All right, percentage of participants who may have profited after expenses, right? 10%, 90% lost. Gambling, roulette at Caesar's Palace in Las Vegas. You have a 2.9% chance of profiting and a 97.1% chance of losing all your money there. And then product-based pyramid schemes or recruitment-driven MLMs, with which both Seafire and VYB are. Okay? 0.4% chance of profiting after expenses, 99.6% chance of losing money. Alrighty. So there you have it. And that is from John M. Taylor. They looked at all of the MLM income disclosures to compare them. You know, just in case you're like, where are you getting those numbers from, Queen? Why do you say people in MLM can't be successful? Because we've literally figured out things like this. This is why. So yeah, I'm just thought I'd throw that out there again.
Like a bridge from the old world of money into the new. And Seafire is your guide and your platform to help you with that. Type a 3 if you're already liking the sound of that. Because why is it also Seafire.ai? Because I wasn't able to build out what you're about to see. I'm about to show it to you. I wasn't able to build that without AI. And AI is this, all of this technology is an incredible two-edged sword, you could say. Because I don't know if you know, but like AI is also coming and taking a lot of jobs. Because AI is so powerful and it can automate so much of what we're doing, it's big companies are using it, and they're laying off people in the thousands. And I'm not trying to scare you, but I'm just trying to show you like what is already happening. And yet I want inside of Seafire and the education that we've got here, we've partnered with VYB, is to show you how to be empowered by AI so that you don't lose out like a lot of people. And so there's going to be millions of people being impacted by AI in a difficult sense, but you can actually step in and show them how to generate revenue. Not only can you show people about how to generate revenue using AI with blockchain, but Seafire is already a full banking platform. Okay, so there's two parts to Seafire. One is an amazing educational portal, which I'm about to show you, and another is an amazing, fully integrated crypto and bank account. Okay, imagine that, like a real bank account with crypto in it, and you can introduce this to people worldwide.
Right, JellySnack says he's trying to do the Megan signature. Put a 1 in the chat, but when he does it, it sounds super awkward. Right?
In over 175 countries. Did you know that there's over 2 billion people in the world, they call them the unbanked, who don't have a bank account?
Right.
Type a 4 if that's blowing you away. Type a 4 if like, whoa, if that really astounds you, because it should do. And we are here to serve those people and everybody else. Imagine being able to go out there and get people in any country in the world, could be Iceland or Kenya or New Zealand or Mongolia, and getting them a US bank account, fully integrated with crypto.
Of course, it's not like Canada, Australia, USA. Of course not. Right?
With a debit card and education. Type a 5 if you're like giving me a high five, that is something that people want. And
again, you can't just be like, we're a bank. We decided that we're gonna make money. Let's go. We're a bank. Jesus, this is so illegal.
Probably that they need. Okay, so that's what's actually there. Well, let me just quickly show you how this looks. This is actually the full. This is the back.
Just Cam Chan says, "Do you really need a bank account without income?" Right.
End. It's all working. That's the other great thing about this. Everything I'm showing you is done, and it's been actually working for months, all this year. We've had people, whole groups of people have been using and even living off it. Families have been living off the type of yield that they.
Hey, Nav, exactly. That sounds illegal, bro. Pretty sure you can't just give people U.S. bank accounts, right? You can't just be like, I'm a bank now. All right, come invest with me. We're a bank. Even if you did open up like a storefront, you can't do this. Also, this is a crypto blockchain thing, which is very different from a bank, since banks and money, that's all regulated. Crypto, no. So, I don't know. You're a crypto bank, baby. A legitimate reason for KYC, right? Send your money to my bank.
They've been able to generate in the back end. So this is the CFI educational portal over at cfi.ai that you can see, works on your mobile, works there on the dashboard with an incredible AI assistant, your own private tutor that you can turn to and get ask any questions about crypto, blockchain, and money and yield, fully connected. Here's the CFI banking platform. This is all live with your own debit card. Okay, so this is what you're getting access to thanks to the incredible partnership with VYB. So that's what we've been able to put together. And how does it actually work? Well, it's all based around memberships. Okay, so this is where people actually, it's similar, right, to VYB. So what's great is right out of the gate, because of the partnership with VYB, we're giving you access to the free level. So there's no cost in that, because that's where CFire starts. But every level of CFire gives you 100 lessons plus the AI. Okay? And so that's what you're getting access to. And so I've built out, would you believe it, over 1,500 lessons in the back end of CFire. And then it goes up because there's a yearly membership fee. And you really want to get to the minimum of just the $99 per year. This is just a yearly fee, okay, $99 a year. And that gives you access to the whole back-end bank account, the MasterCard, over 300 lessons, the AI, and so much more, okay? But every level gives you more lessons, a bigger AI brain, and more opportunity to actually earn. Like at that $99.
So wait, are you selling the AI and the memberships and the credit cards? Or is this just the memberships that people are buying here then? I'm trying to figure out what this would look like. And then on top of that, right, you got VYB over here. That is like, yeah, we're like partnering with these guys. And it's like, okay, so you're going to recruit people into VYB and CFire? So they'll be paying like $199.99 a month with VYB plus $99 a year with the CFire? I don't really understand. Why? What?
Level. You're also accessing a complete automated crypto trading bot that starts to make you passive income.
But that's what I mean. Like, I don't really know how you'd be able to sell it because it sounds like it would only work for your crypto. Like they're mining their own crypto, obviously. So I'm assuming that the bot is for their specific crypto, right? So I'm kind of like, how would you sell that then? It wouldn't work outside of CFire, so it's not like it can be its own product. unless you sell the use of it, but then they would have to join in order to mine the crypto. Like, I'm so confused. Because so far it sounds like we might only be buying one membership, getting use of everything. So then in order for you to make money, right, if you're a distributor in Seafire, you can't just be dependent on the 99 yearly memberships with people, right? That doesn't make much sense. So I'm assuming you're then mining crypto, and then like your upline would get a percentage of what you mined then? Or do you have to sell it first? Like how are we doing this?
At the $99 level. Then at the $333 level, you learn all about charts and other automated money systems. At the ignition.
And then we just added a bunch. Then there's a bunch of other automated money you can learn about too, by the way. Plus, like, do we have to pay to learn about this? Are all of these things separate products, or is everything included? Because he says everything's included, but then it's like, oh, but then there's all this other money, and there's this and that, and I'm like, I don't see how this would be sustainable at all if it was just yearly memberships for everything.
$1,500 per year. That's actually where you really start to generate yield, much bigger yield on your earnings. But one of the coolest parts of all of this is the affiliate commission. And I've built it with 3 tiers. So it's not like a complete massive networking. It's affiliate marketing, but it pays you 30% on that first tier. So what that means is...
Yo, is that when they come in with the $99 membership? Lord. I think it's purely like an educational platform, and then it has its own referral rewards outside of VYB. No, it's definitely its own thing as well. But that's what I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to figure out how it works even just on its own. Because, okay, if you're only doing yearly memberships of $99, right? You have to think, you're a distributor in Seafire right now. You've paid your $99 to join. So you're there. Now, what are you doing while you're there? You're promoting it, and you're selling the memberships, but you're not going to be making a whole lot if you're only making 30% commission off of selling yearly memberships. And then this thing's collapsing pretty soon because it's pretty much a pyramid scheme where you're paying, the earlier investors with the newest investors. Like, it just, like, that won't work. So that's usually when they bring in something like crypto or the extra product, right? And we know that they have crypto here. And then they also claim to have an AI, is it a leads generator? Does it read the crypto market and tell you what crypto to buy? They haven't really gotten specific with exactly what it does yet. But then there's some AI thing. And so I'm like, okay, so are we also selling those two things as products on top of the membership, or is that just included in the membership? Which then brings us back to, this is a ridiculous way to have a business run. Because think about it, that for you to even have your membership paid for, you would have to sign up at least 3 to 4 people a month to get a yearly membership. It's not monthly, so it has to be new people every single month that you're signing up in order to get a commission. Like, that's really difficult to do. That's really set up for you to fucking fail here. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, how are we ranking up? And then, as you pointed out, there's this educational thing. So I'm like, again, is that what is included in the membership? Or is that also a product? You get what I'm saying? What is included? What exactly are we selling? And how are the distributors in this thing supposed to be making their money? It just, and then you have to think that on top of that, yeah, then you got VYB in there. So it's like, if I can't even figure them out alone. Wait until you see his income calculator demonstration. Oh God, I hope he knows how to use calculator better than Ashmi Farah did. Follow the money. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm kind of like, okay, so when do people pay in C-Fire? Like here, it looks like you have to pay crypto for your lessons. So see, that's where I'm like confused. So you're mining crypto to use it to buy lessons with C-Fire. The money just all goes back into C-Fire. It's just being passed around. This is not sustainable. This is gonna collapse in like 6 months. You know what I'm saying? Like we're not here for the long game then, if that's what we're doing. The only way, like, you have to have an outside customer as well. So I'm like, this just makes no sense.
Let's say at the $99 level, yeah, you're just earning $30 from referring that. And that's per year. Every year you get that. At that lightning level.
Scam Chan, like, how much do you need to know about crypto? And like, why is it so much if it's such a great thing that everyone should be using? Shouldn't be this convoluted and crazy. It always seems like such a more convoluted scheme when crypto's involved than if it's like a health and wellness MLM.
The 333, you're earning $100, okay, for every referral. But at the ignition level, you're getting $500 paid directly in crypto. So you're earning in crypto as you're learning it.
So wait, now you're also getting paid in the crypto? They're just like making fake crypto and handing them out and then getting people to pay them $99. Like, what the fuck is going on over here?
And you get that paid, you can put it on that debit card, you can go and basically buy anything that you want. Let me quickly show.
But like, okay, hold on. He tried to move on quite quickly after saying that, I must say. That was, slow down, sir. Listen, Barnaby. Jeez, I can't take this name seriously no matter how hard I try. Can you actually take this debit card and go and buy something at the store? I don't think I can. Like, for real though, when you go into your store and you go to use the debit, credit, whatever, right? The store has to, by the way, have a contract with the merchants. This is why, like, some stores will be like, we take Visa, we take MasterCard, we don't take American Express. And then some stores are like, yeah, we take all of it. You could come here and you could use your card here. No matter who you're with. You could be with Joe Smo or C-Fire, and we don't care. You know, like so... No, if I get this card right now, for example, and I go to my local grocery store and I go to buy groceries with it, it's not going to work. Like, they don't accept it. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I don't know if that's true or if he should be claiming that.
Show you the kind of money we're talking about. Here's the CFire.ai and the CFire.
Like, that right now they're shutting down the crypto ATM machines in a lot of places, by the way. That's become a thing recently. And so I'm kind of like, I don't know if we're going to ever have a world where people are going to be able to have crypto debit and credit cards that they can tap at the store. That might not be a thing, you know? And I just think it's irresponsible of him to be like, yeah, you could take this in anywhere at any store if you join us. Because I don't believe that to be true. Right? Like here in my country, there's certain banks that, you know, all the debit cards get accepted. And then, like I said, the stores get to kind of choose. There's some stores that don't even take any credit. So I'm just kind of like you have to apply for this. Wait, Scare's lying to us? I know, isn't it crazy? Crazy, Thomas. Local governments around me are starting to regulate them. Yeah, exactly. So I'm like, I don't know if this is even going to be a thing in the future. And I don't think you can do this right now. Like if you sign up for this tomorrow and took your debit card to the store, I don't think it would work.
By the way, the C, yeah, it stands for crypto, is FIRE. And FIRE stands for financial independence to retire early.
Isn't that the dumbest fucking thing you've ever heard in your life? Crypto, that's financial independence to retire early. The name of their company is cryptocurrency, financial independence to retire early. Yep, that's what they did. They really did that. Fire. That name is fire, 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 fire.
Who likes the idea of retiring early? Type of 6 if you're like, yeah, I like the sound of that. Type of 6 if you want that. So, and here's basically what's really cool. As I was saying, people can sign up for free. And at that $99 level, $99, that's where you access the full banking platform here. Okay.
So you can sign up for free. But then you can pay $99. You can sign up for free, you just can't do anything. In order to do anything, you have to pay the $99. Fire banking. Fire. Imagine being like, what is your bank? And then you having to respond with, well, my bank is the crypto financial independence to retire early bank. Like, just stop it. Stop it. It's too funny. Don't do this.
And there's a lot here. There's so much material. That's why you need this full educational system to step by step.
I don't know, dude, because like when I go to my bank and I get an account, they briefly kind of explain to me what it's about, give me some paperwork, but I don't need to take courses to learn it. So I don't know. It sounds very confusing in comparison to the normal bank.
How this actually works, because the kind of yield that you're going to, as you get up into those higher levels, okay, so that's why you really want to get to the $1,500 level. Okay, because at that $1,500 level, that's where you.
This is what how am I getting there? Am I just telling people to come to this educational crypto platform with crypto financial independence to retire early? Jesus Christ. Like, I'm just like, go over here and learn about crypto? Listen to Barnaby here, he'll teach you. Wait, I don't think I'm making $1,500 a month doing that. I'm just saying, it sounds insanity. Like, I don't even see you getting close to that.
You start learning about like amazingly compounding yields, and there's a whole group of different ones that you can start to basically participate in.
Calculator.
And remember, there's no financial advice. That's not what this is about. It's not about financial advice. But here is.
You've called yourself a bank. What do you mean? Listen, sir. be like, we're a bank, but I'm not giving you financial advice. What is that? Gee, what in the gaslighting bullshit was that about? That just sounds stupid. You have to decide if you're giving financial advice and you're a bank or you're not. Okay, but you can't be like, we're a bank. All right, come finance with us. Here's a debit card. And then be like, oh, but this isn't financial advice. Oh, but you can earn money too. Like stop it.
Just an example. And so this is like across a year.
Here we go.
Okay. This is just a example of some of the returns that people are making already inside Seafire from that $1,500 level, where they started as an example with $2,000 and then just saved an extra $35 a week to add in. And after a year of doing that, this is a bit hard to believe, I get it. But what it would turn into, because of the compounding daily interest, is it would turn into over $12,000 or $1,500 a month after 12 months. So that's some of the returns. Type a 7 if you're really astounded at the kind of returns that people could be making there. Type a 7, okay? Because then if you like that, tell me what you think of these kind of returns here. This is actually you as an affiliate now, being an affiliate of recommending inside of VYB the Seafire opportunity to come in, and it just starts there at you can see the top example here of just the $99 package. This is showing you a little line here of like, if you could share it with 15 people, type an 8 if you agree, like, yeah, if you think that you would even be able to share in a year, just in a year, or maybe a month, whatever you think, 15 people, okay? If you think that you could do that. So yeah, I
feel like I'm doing math with Barney again. It's wonderful. It's wonderful. This is just bullshit, is what it is. Isn't it dumb? It's the calculator of dreams. Calculator of nightmares.
Type an 8. That's great. So inside of that,
crying out loud.
Imagine that 30% of them, can you imagine that just 30%, that would be 5 people who signed up for the 99 and they got access to a automated.
We're doing a lot of imagining for a bank. I'm just saying.
Passive income crypto bot plus the banking plus over 300 lessons and an AI brain, all for that 99 for the year. Do you think some of them would then go, wow, I want to get even more yield, like I was just saying before in that other example, and like 30% of them, which would be 5, then you as an affiliate, because of the structure of the commissions, you'd earn over $5,000. Remember, no financial advice. This is just for an illustration purpose. Type a 9 if you think that you could do that.
Christ.
Type a 9 if you're like, yeah, I think I could share this with 15 people, and that you think it's realistic that a third of them would sign up for the 1,500 package. Type a 9 if you're like, yeah, I could do that. Now, it gets really crazy because imagine if you were to not just do it for 15 people. What happens if you just introduce that to 39 people at the $99 package? Just, type a, because that's making.
Seafire was like, it's really hard to just recruit people into our thing. And VYB was like, it's really hard to recruit people into our thing. And then they were like, do you know what we should do? We should team up and then try to recruit people into both of them at the same time. I bet you that would fix our problem. Like, I literally can't make this up. Like, that's basically what this fucking is. Because so far, I'm hearing a lot of membership. It's all about memberships right now. They keep saying product, but it's like, okay, but what's your product? Product is the memberships. So I don't understand why they would be like, let's recruit people into both of these now. It sounds like, again, these guys just have memberships. And when you join, you just join a bank. Like, and you can get a bunch of crypto with it. Yay. And then with VYB, you get this educational platform. But then this is also has an educational platform. So it's like, what the?
$1,000 as an affiliate, with about 12 of them upgrading to the $1,500 level. Type of 1. We'll go back to 1.
What?
Type of 1, if you're like, if you believe that you could do that, you know, type of 1 if you think that that's realistic for you and the people that you know. That's amazing, people. So then imagine what happens if you took, like, let's say you did do that. And just for illustration purposes, we can't guarantee any of this because it's always dependent upon performance. But if you did do that, because the system is already working, people are already making these kinds of commissions. Okay, they're already doing that. And earning that $12,000. And then what if you took that?
Okay, do you have an income disclosure statement to show us? Not like the one that Megan puts up, which is really just describing to the affiliates what they're allowed to do when they discuss income. Like the actual chart that you're supposed to have. When you make claims like, oh, there's people making $12,000 a month right now. You're supposed to have a chart that then shows us what percentage of people are making that.
And if you get, okay, well, I'm going to put half of it into my mortgage or my kids' education or a holiday, and the other 6, just remember, no financial advice. Imagine that you did, because the whole point of this is to de-risk it for you, to de-risk crypto, which is actually, you know, crypto is risky. It's very volatile. So I'm trying to show you how inside of Seafire, you learn the moves to make and you grow in confidence. And as you grow in confidence, you share it. You share Seafire, the opportunity. And because you've shared it, you get rewarded handsomely. And that gives you an income that's basically, in some ways, a bit like free money that you can then.
What? No, it's not. It's not free money, especially if you're paying to be there. But he's like, basically, we're giving you this income opportunity because our crypto is risky. You'll probably lose money. It's okay, though, because we're also giving you a way to make money as we rip you off some, you know?
Put into crypto.
And then the way is a fucking recruitment-based MLM scheme, which you also won't make any money in.
Type of 2, if this is starting to make sense to you. Type of 2, if you're like, oh, I like that design of being able to share.
And then all of a sudden, twins come out. And you're like, oh, yeah, all right, I might like this place. And then they're like, no, you're also going to join VYB, our educational platform. You owe us $199.99. And you're like, what the?
You start with baby steps. You make some returns. As you grow in confidence, you share it, more money as an affiliate, which you then put into the same yield programs, the passive income, which then makes you more money. Which then
they want you to then make your money to then put back into their scheme. Awesome.
Gives you more confidence to share it if people are agreeing. And so then imagine putting 6,000 into that. You can see here how within 12 months, this is just for illustration.
Okay, but if I'm buying the crypto with the money I'm making, like, how am I making this money again? Just by this membership? These memberships into the platform? So weird.
Purposes. I can't promise any of this but the math.
No, because it's a Ponzi scheme. It's going to collapse soon.
Is correct, and people are getting these sort of yield returns that would be generating.
Stop saying that if you're not going to actually show us real proof of people that get this. It's illegal. What you're doing is illegal.
Just from the 6,000 there, that will be paying you, over $3,500 a month.
So
or $30,000 a year.
So Barnaby,
yes.
I've been knowing you for, I don't know, maybe going on 3 or 4 years now. I don't know how many years it's been. But I've gotten a chance to sit on with some of your students who have some of those higher memberships, but I know you just added something.
See, it's like, okay, so you get a membership for $99 a year. And then you're supposed to recruit people in, which then allegedly makes you more money, which then you're supposed to put back into crypto. so that you can pay for a higher membership in order to recruit more people to make money in crypto to put back into their crypto and then pay for a higher membership. A lot of money going out, not a lot of money coming in.
To the $99 membership. Number one, you get the crypto card, so that's huge. So people
The crypto card
can shift money to that crypto card. But then I know we're going to be talking to the group about having access to a crypto bot. You kind of mentioned that. I know we're not going to go into it right now, but that's huge because that is a passive opportunity that you are going to coach and train on, pros and cons, all of those types of things that typically would only be.
Megan has to be like at the top of a scheme with this thing. And then everyone's like her downline or something. That's the only way that makes sense for her to like join this. Like otherwise I'm like, what are you guys even doing?
Offered in your $1,500 program, is that correct?
Yeah, because of the nature of some of our,
See, unless when you join VYB, you also get access to this platform without paying for a membership with it too, then it makes no sense for this partnership to happen. You get what I'm saying? Like, that would be a real partnership. This isn't even a real partnership. It's just like Megan is also going to let you join this MLM too. And they'll let you join VYB. They're going to cross promote to each other. Like that, it's more of an agreement of that in my mind. Right? Like it's like ridiculous because you join VYB, you pay for your membership with them, and they all have a monthly fee, as we talked about at the start of the stream here. And then you got to pay at least $99 a year to be in this thing too. But like it's like I said, it sounds stupid. You're having trouble recruiting into one thing. You're obviously going to have trouble recruiting into two of them. Like, do I really have to spell it out? Megan? Damn it.
Mutual, very important partners that you and I work with, that you and I were even introduced with. And basically just essentially there's a very strong...
This is a calculator made up of your made up bullshit numbers. And you have provided no proof that anyone is making anything, really. It's just this income calculator that you have here, which you've programmed. So it doesn't mean shit to me.
Push to want to share and help as many people as possible, even at that $99 level. And then bringing from that the confidence in the platform, that then by doing that, by helping people out at a much lower level, they will...
That's the thing, though, is that it sounds like they're not getting free positions from each other. So, like, I don't really understand what the partnership is other than them just cross-promoting it. And, like I said, being cool with their distributors signing up to the other one. It doesn't appear like... Because Seafire's whole thing is also membership, so is VYB's. So they're both just talking you into buying another membership. It's ridiculous. They do. They think everyone's dumb, apparently.
Naturally upgrade because they're already getting a win. So this is a big shift, is to really help people out and then show them, and then from that they'll upgrade. And when they upgrade, everybody that's referred them, they'll make those amazing commissions that you're seeing here.
Now, can we talk about that for just a second? Okay. And would you mind kind of going back to your screen that has the memberships on it, just so we can make something clear, because some of you guys are brand new, but if you got your membership already, you're going to be able to go and listen to some of Barnaby's old classes. It's going to be under the Seafire tab. And you'll be able to learn all about this if you want to listen again. So if you're already a member of VYB and you have a membership, you can go back there and click on Barnaby's class, Seafire, and watch the recordings. Now, what this is that as you guys bring people into VYB, everybody type the word free.
Like, that is the only thing of the companies merging. is some courses in Megan's back office that he has provided to them. But it looks like after you join VYB, you're also going to have to pay for one of these memberships. And as you can see, these aren't cheap.
You can create a free account in VYB, and that's what you want to do. So I'm giving you guys kind of the roadmap. So Tracy, you introduce it to Laura, and you want Laura to take a look at monthly membership with VYB. But what we're focused on doing is giving you guys an opportunity to learn and earn in many different areas. So Tracy, you give your VYB link to Laura, and Laura, creates a VYB account, but then she's connected to you now. So she may say, you know what, I think I want to jump aboard with VYB. So with the starter, Barnaby, they get 100 classes. What if I don't have time, Barnaby, to watch 100 classes? What have you done in your program for the people who need the SparkNote version? They need the, when I used to teach high school, it's like everybody was doing SparkNotes and all kind of things what can someone do if they get those 100 videos to kind of speed up their learning process?
So here's what people log into out of the gate. They get the Zfire AI bot. So this is the actual personalized crypto tutor that is here to help you. So you don't have to. So it's got two ways of learning. One is through the bot, and the other is the lessons in the back end here, like you can see here with you. Okay, so the bot, here's all the lessons, and they're all in these different sections. Like if you want to learn about wallets, crypto wallets, or you want to learn about security. And so there's a lot of material in here. Every lesson's got a video. And anytime you have a question about that lesson, you can open it up in here and ask the same Zfire bot. What does that mean? Tell me more about how to do that. So the lessons are here to help guide you and also act as inspiration for specific points that you want to learn about. But if you just wanted to if you didn't have the time and you're like, hey, just give me the top 5 things to do today, you can just write in your dashboard, click here and start asking questions to the AI.
So I think that's pretty amazing, because if there's 100.
So Megan, hope that made it
Or do you think that's amazing, Megan?
clear that
They've made websites before, and that's amazing.
Absolutely. So if there's 100 videos, I don't have time. A lot of times when I do watch videos, but I want to throw those videos in there and say, hey, give me just the top 5 points on each one of these videos before I watch them. You're telling
Megan doesn't even want to put the work in that she's expecting other people to put in. You know what I mean? Like, she would expect other people to watch all 100 hours, I'm sure. And if somebody wasn't successful, I bet you she would ask them, well, did you watch all of the training videos? Yet she's out here like, I don't want to watch 100 hours of your videos to learn how to use this. So can I just ask a bot, for the top 5? Way to out yourself, Megan. Good job. Lord.
telling me that that's something that I'm going to be able to do, kind of speed up the process.
Speed up the process.
Or I may just say, you know what should I do today? What should I be looking at today?
Exactly. So that's how this is built. It's built for people.
Perfect. Go right ahead. I think we have a little bit of a lag, so I think that's on me.
Oh my, it's a little awkward here, huh?
Exactly.
So, Barnaby, if you can go back to the members.
Yeah, I think there's a little bit of a lag, but I think we were just speaking and confirming.
Absolutely. So sorry about that. I know we're in 2 different states. If you would go back to the membership. So I want to just say this, guys, you're going to be able to get active in VYB. You may have people who don't want to get active in VYB, but you still have an opportunity to offer them this affiliate program. So again, with the starter, Barnaby, if you could go back to that, that screen right there. With the starter, guys, everybody gets it for free, but they're going to be connected to you. So Coach Jason.
See, the starter is free. The other ones all cost money, and she's all like, you get that one for free. So it's not that you get it for free if you're in VYB. The starter is just a free level.
you refer Dale. Dale decides to go and get the C-Fire starter. He's connected to you. When he upgrades to the Spark, it's one time, guys, just so you understand this. $7 one time. Let's say that he wants to go straight to the Flame in that same 30-day period. Then it is, and correct me if I'm wrong, Barnaby, it's the $7 is taken from the 99 one time if they upgrade in that same calendar month. Is that correct?
That's correct. Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to remove your spotlight for a second and see if it, 1 second. There we go. To see if it doesn't lag. So here's the thing, guys. At the $99 level, you get the crypto card. So that's huge, but it also gives you the ability to make commission. So I want to make that really clear. At the $99 one time, you get 300 of the lessons. And then if
Lisa, you're not making commissions until you pay the $99. So. I guess until then, you're just paying in for the lessons. And you get some information on the cryptos.
you refer somebody to a Lightning, you will make $100. You have to have the membership below, right? Correct, Barnaby? So if someone jumps in and says, hey, I want to get the Flame right now, the $99, and then you go refer somebody who gets the Ignition, you would miss that commission. You have to at least have the membership below. So you would at least have to have a Lightning membership in order to earn on the memberships below or the membership above, just to kind of make that clear. But all of you are going to be pre-enrolled. So once we set your sponsorship over here, you guys are going to be pre-enrolled into C-Fire. And
That's correct. Absolutely.
they will have their own C-Fire link, and they'll be able to share that alone. Maybe people won't know about Vibe. They only know about C-Fire. So do you want to speak on that just a little bit, Barnaby?
Barnaby?
Yeah, so basically everybody, when they get access in the back end here,
Back
they
end.
also get their
You said back end. Sorry.
whole affiliate link and section in the back end. They'll be able to click, and from there they can log in, get their affiliate link, and they share that with people. Anybody who signs up, you can come in here, you can see here is your back end with your affiliate link, and then you get your statistics, and there's a whole bunch of material in here in the back end, but you just click on the side that says affiliate URL, you copy that, and then you are good to go. And people will they'll come here, they'll click on get started, and which has got a free sign up. So you can just share your affiliate link and people get to sign up for free underneath you, and they start learning right away how to learn about the formulas on profiting from crypto and how to get their debit card and the whole banking platform. So those are the steps, folks. You get to, and what's cool is that we're placing you directly in through Vibe, so you can.
Wow, placing it directly through Vibe. You're getting something in the back end. That's right, the back end.
Basically maintain what you've got going for you in Vibe as well. Right, Megan?
Absolutely. So we're going to talk more about this, guys, this week over the next 48 hours. For those of you who are wanting to be a part of Vibe and you're wanting to get structured in the dual team, that's huge. You're going to want to get active in the next 24 to 48 hours because we are structuring now. Don't miss that wave, because it is going to be a wave, and many of you guys have already gotten signed up. Many have qualified.
See, that tells me that Megan knows that you have to be amongst the first ones to sign up in order to be successful, and that's really the only way, is by being like among the first top 5 people to sign up. Be one of the first 5 puns to sign up for the MLM scheme.
Starting next week, when our classes start again, you're going to have an opportunity to be able to refer people to C-Fire too with your link. So, yep. And to me, it's not really Tamika out there, but people always say, pyramid. It's a pyramid on purpose. It's the strongest structure. So, look it up. We're excited. We don't care about the haters. I know.
So right there, right before she brings up Tamika, I don't know what she said. That was actually, that's right. JellySnack went on and asked if this was a pyramid scheme. And as you heard, she was quite upset about it.
There's 64 of us on here. And, back in December, Barnaby, we had so many people jumping on, trying to stop the ship. And they left us alone for a minute. They only get on when they think that we're getting ready to explode again. So
it's more like we try to stop you when we realize that you're preying on vulnerable people again. That's really what it is. Yeah, when you're being quiet and you're in a standstill, not much is going on. You're just doing the same presentation on repeat. We probably aren't going to cover the same thing over and over and over again. No. But then as soon as you start promoting something else, bringing new MLM schemes into that MLM scheme, right? So you got schemes within schemes now. Then we might have something to say. And the Zooms that you've been doing have been kind of more random lately. They're harder to sort of jump into. We're just lucky that we have JellySnack on our team, JellySnack attack, that's right. I wrote, so it is a pyramid scheme. You're literally showing a pyramid scheme on the slide, right? When they're only talking about memberships and recruiting. It is a pyramid scheme if everyone is to get commissions. And it's a Ponzi scheme if the money just goes directly to the person on top. That's the easiest way to kind of know the difference between the two. Because I have a lot of people that seem to get them mixed up. And they'll be like, Queen, how do I tell the difference? And I feel like that's the easiest way. In this one, since everyone's supposed to be making commissions, the MLM schemes tend to be more pyramid schemes. Because they'll be like, oh, well, you get like 5% of your level 3 and like 2% of your level 4. But level 1 and 2, you get 20%. So that's good. And it's just like, what are the products? It's supposed to be crypto, but did they even mention like mining or trading or doing anything with the crypto other than how you would get paid for recruiting with the crypto, and that they hope that you would then put it back into the scheme by basically buying like the next level up, so that you have to pay out for that like membership now? Like, because that's all I heard about the crypto. Nothing about even selling it, mining it, nothing. Sounds like they're just making it. They're just mining it. It's just there. It appears out of thin air. And they can just hand it out however they choose. Funny how that happens. But you can do that with a fake blockchain. See, this is why it's not good to have unregulated money. Because they can do things like just make like a fake program, fake platform. There is no crypto. There's nothing. There's just numbers on a software that the CEO, someone like Barnaby, can just go in there and fuck around with the numbers and then lie. And really give you the illusion that whatever you're investing in is being successful, right? You're making money there. But really, it does not even exist. It's harder to get away with this with money that's regulated because you have to prove everything and you have to do taxes every year and blah, blah, blah. So reason for that is to make sure that everything's on the up and up. That's to protect the public from getting fucked over, right? And when you have something like this, crypto or MLM shit, right? It's not really regulated. This crypto MLMs are a huge problem. So you're like selling memberships to get fake money to buy. I don't even know. Like, this is what I mean. I don't even know what we're doing here. I love the amount of time spent talking about the products, right? It's like, it's never there. And that just goes to show you, like, obviously, something is not right. Okay? Like, VYB, they're like, we're selling memberships of education. Like health and wellness and stuff like that. Over here, they're like, we're selling memberships to some AI crypto thing. I still don't know how the AI and crypto work together. Like, I should at least know that by half an hour in. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're never like, these are our products. They're so great. This is why.
You know, how many of you guys know that the enemy will come when you're doing some great things? So we don't have time for any of the nonsense. For those of you guys who are wanting to make some serious money, I truly believe network marketing is the way to go. And it's probably the strongest pyramid you'll ever be on because you're on top of it.
Yeah, you're on top of your pyramid. But if it's on the second level of the entire company or more, you're not making any money. The only way to get to the top level is by joining first. So she laughs there, but it's like, it's not that funny. Not that funny, Megan. Not that clever.
So there's that. And then next week, you guys will be pre-enrolled into Seafire. And for those of you guys who want to have Barnaby, you want to be able to ask him questions, speak with him. You do want to have the all access membership because that's where Barnaby actually will be living. Once a week, he will be in the all access membership only. Okay, so you can still have access to Seafire and his platform, but if you're wanting to learn from Barnaby, if you're wanting to ask questions, you want to have the all access membership. So Barnaby, do you want to add anything before we get ready to hop off?
Just that it's super exciting. I can't wait to see everybody next week on my class with VYB, and we're ready to rock and roll. This is happening right now. So, Megan, I'm so delighted and grateful for our partnership, and we're going to make a big difference to people's lives.
Absolutely. So, okay, real quick though. So, you know, I met you, that's my brother from another mother, and I was able to meet you through him.
His fault.
And, you know, I follow people who do great things and care about people. So I just want to say I appreciate you for being a part of VYB, for educating once a week. People who go to your class, I truly.
The only reason why Megan appreciates him being a part of VYB is because she sees dollar signs. And in her mind now, all of the people in Seafire are going to be signing up for VYB, right? So she'll make more money that way. My question, though, is what happens after like those people have signed up? Not 100% of either group will sign up for the other scheme, right? No way 100% of the people in VYB right now are going to want to pay for a membership in Seafire and vice versa. That's just not realistic. Like, that's not how statistics and numbers and society works, okay? That's what I'm basing that off of. We'll be lucky if even 50% sign up for the other one. You get what I'm saying? But let's say they do. But then it's like that's it. That's all that will happen. And then they're just going to go back to being in the same position they were before. Although, like I pointed out earlier, now you have to convince people to join 2 schemes instead of just 1. How is that better?
Believe that they are learning. But this is kind of the time period where people really are wanting to learn about passive income. So I know this 2025.
Yes, the economy sucks right now. So let's use a business model that is set up for people to fail and lose money. Let's promote that thing. That sounds like a great idea in a shit economy. People are really vulnerable. They might fall for it. Oh, yeah, no, let's do that. Such a good person Megan is.
2026, we're really going to be focused heavily on, what's this thing with these passive crypto bots, and I don't do anything.
See, I don't know, Megan. I was hoping that you were going to explain it to us in this presentation. Yet again, I once again hear about these amazing AI products, but I have no clue what the fuck they are. Like these amazing AI crypto bots, okay? Like, cool. Like I said, like, are they mining the AI? What's going on here? Are they mining it into my bank account? Like, what is happening? Am I just like making crazy returns because of these AI bots? Is it included in my membership? What membership tier do I have to be on in order to get these AI mining bots? You know what I mean? Like, I don't understand. Explain, Queen, are you adding some to your Pepsi? Maybe. Like, I expected to hear more about that. I was hoping to hear more about that. And they were going to hopefully explain to us how all the crypto stuff worked. But it's like every time that I watch one of their presentations, try to figure it out, it's only about the fucking memberships and recruiting. And we haven't gone past that yet. We've been doing this for months. Come on. How many times do we got to talk about this before we get to learn about the cool crypto AI bots? That sounds fun.
Thing in the crypto space without checking with Zia and our crypto team or with you or James because I just don't want to get caught up in something that's where I am going to lose my money. So I know you're going to be really educating us on the do's and the don'ts, the pros and the cons, kind of like our own guru. Can you tell us anything that you learned at that crypto conference? I know it was probably an experience. So before we hop off of here, can you just share maybe something that you found to be fascinating at that Singapore crypto conference?
Beep boop. Here's your crypto. And your crypto card.
Conference.
Well, I guess just how big crypto has grown and the adoption. Like there was over 30,000 attendees from all over the world coming into that conference. And so it was just a huge representation of people from all walks of life. And there was a lot of large businesses there who were fascinated by, they wanted to adopt Seafire as part of their business structure for onboarding their customers. So people were wanting to start bringing crypto directly into their businesses and helping their own customers. So that was one of the really exciting things, was just the size of the opportunity here. As I was saying, over 2 billion people worldwide without a bank account. And people at the conference, they were obviously agreeing with that. And that was what we all wanted.
Perfect. Well, and one thing I will tell just the leaders on here, guys, there's 60 of us on here. Most of you guys know as people start to jump on our calls, I know you guys are going to be doing your own calls. We have a Telegram with 13,000 people in it. So anytime that we post that we're doing a big call, we'll always get a Danielle or whoever who jumps on. And why would you think, Barnaby, that so many people...
It was a JellySnack attack. You should be honored.
Are so against network marketing. Oh, it's a pyramid, it's a scheme, or against crypto when crypto's been around for all of these years. It's created not just millionaires, but billionaires. I mean, why do you think so many people are...
That's what we need, more billionaires. That's what society is calling for right now. We're all like, you know what we really need in our world? more billionaires. You may have noticed that people are starting to turn a little bit recently. People are angry at the billionaires. There's a lot of hashtag eat the rich going around. I'm having a great time. Like, finally, you've all joined me. Welcome. But I'm just saying, there's a lot of de-influencing. All right. Which is technically what we've been doing here the whole time. I know. Congratulations if you've been a part of my community, especially since the beginning. You have been de-influencing before de-influencing was a hashtag or trending, baby. You've been doing that the whole time. You've been watching me. That's what we've been doing here. So people are kind of like getting influencer fatigue. They're getting really sick and tired of people coming onto social media, showing how rich they are and all this kind of thing. You know, it's like Megan hasn't gotten this memo yet. It's like she's not paying attention. But there is a lot of this going on right now. You know, the tides are you know, changing. And then Megan's out here like, guys, we should do this because it's made a bunch of billionaires. I'm like, oh, I don't know if that's going to help you right now. Yeah, if you are going to manipulate the masses, you could at least try harder. Try to do a better job, Megan. You're not doing a good enough job manipulating people.
Have a problem with it.
I think it's always going to be different cases. Like, quite often competitors will literally send somebody in, so they're not even really against it. That's one of the cases, is that you don't know if somebody who's saying like that even believes it. They might.
JellySnack. JellySnack went in there because she has a secret crypto AI bot MLM business on the side. They've really got their tinfoil hats on tonight, huh?
Be just paid to be a troll and to come in.
I'm always like, I'm pretty broke for someone who allegedly gets paid. All right, and I've been accused of getting paid by almost every agency you could think of. I've been accused of the FBI paying me. I'm like, sir, I am in Canada. How can I be a paid FBI fed? I am in Canada, damn it. And no, the RCMP, they're not paying me either. I've been accused of being paid by the FTC, which I was like, do they pay people? Did I apply? Again, Canada. I've been accused of being paid by NASA, which if you make one or two flat earth videos laughing about people that believe that the earth is flat, someone will show up in the comments and accuse you of that. Doesn't take much to get accused of that. But, you know, there's only been one time where I've been accused of being in an MLM company. And that was by just some moron that happened to be in the girl world community. And I thought it was hilarious. But here you are, JellySnack. You know, you must have a secret crypto MLM on the side. They have figured it out. That is who's paying you. We're still trying to figure out who's paying me. You know, you get paid to be a troll. That's right. Paid to be a troll. And troll the scams. And I'm like, yes, that's exactly what I'm doing. They've paid me well. Now, I have gone undercover in a couple of situations. I'm not paid. I'm not bad. I'm working for free, damn it. See, maybe I'm doing it wrong.
and you know, try to scare people when they actually just want to get people into a different project, a different company. That's one reason. That happens a lot, especially these days. So, and sometimes they might even be AI. I'm not saying that person wasn't, just saying that.
Jelly, you're AI? But I've like spoken to you.
These days, there's so many negative comments online And it's already been proven that over 90% of them are not even real people.
Oh
so
my God.
those are some things to consider.
Where? When? Usually the bot comments are the people supporting the scams. I have to say, there's more fake reviews and fake bot comments that are like, I love this company. I have made thousands of dollars selling their product. It's my favorite. I promise this Monat doesn't make my hair fall out. You know? Then there are like fake people that are like, I don't like scams. You know, when I logged on to YouTube, I was like, I'm not that controversial. I'm speaking out against scams. Most people should be like, scams, yeah, we don't like those. I mean, that shouldn't really be a hot take, should it? I was shocked at the amount of hate I got from people that were like, how dare you speak out about this? And I was like, oh, maybe people do get mad. I was like, yeah, okay, maybe the MLMs, but you'd be surprised. People get mad at me for speaking out against things that are full-on scams. Right? You're like, what the fuck is going on? But I feel like, honestly, as Joe's bringing up right now, when I'm covering MLMs, we get a lot of bots that come in. Especially things like on passive. I feel like we've seen a lot of that. Like, I feel like I don't need to seek out as many people that are like, I don't like scams, as they would have to make it seem like there are people that support their scam, if that makes sense. You know?
And then other times it is a real person and they just have not been educated on.
Educated. Yeah, that's the word you could use, I guess. Manipulated, indoctrinated, tricked. All the above at the same time, and then gaslit. That's how I felt.
How the world is really changing that fast, and people need.
You're like literally working around the clock. Okay, you're waking up in the morning, and before you kiss your spouse good morning, sometimes you are turning on a personal development video because you are trained to do that when you are in an MLM company. All right, the second you get out of bed, right, you might make your family breakfast quickly. And then it's, all right, what post do I have to do for this thing? All day long, you are trying to sell and trying to recruit anyone that you possibly can. And you are constantly seeking out ways to do it. And they will tell you things like, oh, go join a support group on Facebook full of vulnerable people. They probably really need our product for depression. Tell them it will cure it or something. That should help. So you're busy doing that all day and into the night. And then there's all these trainings that you have to go through and all these that tell you all these different things to do. Like one day they might be like, come up with a list of 100 people you can bother about this. And then the next day they'll be like, write 5 posts about why you love being in this business and post them on social media. And then the next day, the group might be like, sign up 2 people by the end of the week. And you have all of these tasks that you have to do. They keep you doing things constantly, 24/7. And then when you think you have free time, you're like, oh shit, I got to make some marketing materials in my spare time now. So I have to either use the products and take pictures of myself using them, or I have to just set up pretty pictures and do a photo shoot with this empty spray bottle I still have. Because that's what they do oftentimes is they hold on to the empty packaging to make it appear like they keep buying products, by the way. Because a lot of it is an illusion. And then all of a sudden, it's like going on midnight and people might randomly message you to ask you questions about why your website isn't working properly, or what does this mean when a product description reads with a bunch of buzzwords? Because they're like, I don't know what the fuck this means. It just looks like a bunch of buzzwords to me. Can you help explain this? I was going to buy something off of you on your site. you know? And usually, right around dinner time, there's like 3 Zoom meetings that you have to attend. And that is your day being in an MLM company. You have no time to do anything else. No time. It takes over your entire damn life. It's ridiculous.
Embrace change and look for new streams of revenue. Because what was working in the past of job security, all that's really going away. So it's big changes, and potentially those
Send
kind of
it to
people,
me, Jelly.
if they are really people, they have not woken up yet to what it really means to be in the 21st century.
Absolutely. Well, I'm excited. I mean, I'm kicking myself. I'm sure some people in here.
Yeah, we're all just stuck in the 20th century. He caught us, that Barnaby.
Are kicking themselves when I thought, you know, Bitcoin was a scam. And I remember I actually have one of my leaders on here. She's the first one who introduced me, Selena, to introduce me to Bitcoin. And it was at $200. And I was like, are you crazy? Not putting $200 into some coin I can't see. I mean, and it's just, we all have those stories, but obviously it's the biggest. We're kicking ourselves. There's other coins right now like XRP. The Bitcoin is king, obviously, but there's other coins that we need to know about right now that are growing. And I know you have some things up your sleeve too that you are working on. So I'm just excited. I don't care about the negative Neds and negative Nancys. They don't pay our bills. What we're focused on is getting educated. And you are going to be kind of our guru to kind of help us navigate the pros and the cons through all of these great programs that pop up in the crypto space, but there are going to be some that pop up that we got to stay away from. So I'm just excited to have you. I'm excited for our exclusive group. We don't need everybody in our group right now. We're looking to really help 1,000 families become 6 and 7 figure earners, whether they do it marketing our Zuma products or Agravite, or whether they get involved with Seafire, or maybe they decide to take advice from, you know, Zia and many others of our educators in the financial education space, or maybe they decide to get dual team qualified and share and make income in our relationship marketing business. We are doing our best, Ragan and I, to have a one-stop shop. And we have so many more things that we're going to bring about. So Barnaby, we're excited to be able to hear from you. We're excited to roll out Seafire next week, everybody. But right now, here's what you need to do. Get back with the person who shared the info. If you're not a member right now, if you haven't paid your membership, you need to do that. You're getting ready to miss out on the first.
Yeah, you're getting ready to miss out. Getting ready to miss out. That's what they're saying. And I'm like, I don't know how you're going to miss out. It hasn't really started yet, has it?
Wave. You don't want to miss my first wave. You want to get positioned, and then we spend the next 30 to 90 days focused on hitting our goals and whatever opportunity inside of Vibe that you decide to put your focus into. You want to do that. Also, you guys are going to be getting a phone call from me. Every single person who has activated their account, I'm going to be calling you tomorrow. I'm going to walk on the treadmill all day and I'm going to be making phone calls. Yes, I could send you an email, but I'm actually going to.
Lord. All right. They're live right now. They're doing a meeting right now. So I thought that we would do that. If I can.
All right. Welcome to the call. Thank you for joining us.
Northern Owl Hawk, Clarksville, Tennessee.
All right.
Quanah Burnside, Ashland, Mississippi.
All right. Welcome.
Desiree from Philly.
All right. Welcome from Philly. Who else do we have out there?
Rodney Glenn from Atlanta. I'm from Tennessee,
right.
but I'm in.
Welcome from Atlanta. Welcome. All right, Miss Latrice, welcome. Who else do we have out there?
Jantuan.
Charmaine from Dayton, Ohio.
All right. Hey, Jantuan. Hey, Charmaine, welcome.
Hey, Megan, this is Dorothy Milton from Jackson, Mississippi.
All right. Welcome to the call. Thank you for joining us. Who else do we have?
From South Carolina.
Hassani Stephen Gargano, Miami, Florida.
All right. Florida, welcome. Welcome. Florida. Who else do we have out there?
Carolyn from Mississippi.
All right, welcome from Mississippi. So thank you guys so much for joining. We're going to take just a couple more minutes. I do have an announcement. I'm going to do the overview really quickly. So if we do have brand new folks, can you guys go into the chat and just type new in the chat if you're brand new? Just type new if you're here.
This is Danielle from the FBI monitoring this Zoom period.
Oh. We know who she is. Hold on, give me a second, guys. Let me go ahead and kick her off. I always say the haters get on the call more than anybody else. So let me remove her really quickly. All right. So welcome everybody to the call. Anytime we have a really big announcement, we are going to bring the celebrators and the haters too. So let me go ahead and remove her really quickly. All right. So go ahead, ladies and gentlemen. If you are just joining us, we're excited. Right? Nothing is going to get us down. How many of you guys know, go ahead and type a 1 in the chat that you know that when you're doing something great, they're always going to come, right? They're always going to come. But you know what the word says about,
oh, stop it,
you know, what the Most High will do to the enemies, right? We'll just kind of use them as a stepping stool. So listen, I am not worried at all about anything. For those of you guys who are brand new, VYB has been around now almost a year. On December 17th, it's going to be 365 days of us just being focused on getting to the next level, whatever that next level is for all of you. That's our focus, right? So you guys know, most of you know that VYB is in this rebirth. We have taken all the income that we've made. I don't know what you guys did with the money you made in VYB, but I know we paid out a lot of it. So I'm not quite sure what you did with your income, but we reinvested into our company. And we have a really big announcement tomorrow as well on the Thursday. And also we'll do it again on the 8 p.m. Eastern for those who can't get on. But we have been working. I will tell you this. Let me do this overview really quickly. And then our focus will be, go ahead and throw 3 7s in the chat, ladies and gentlemen, real quick. Throw 3 7s in the chat. 777 is the number of completion. And we'll go ahead and X out that person who is on the call. I'm going to go make it host only so you guys can keep sending messages, but it's only going to come to me. So go ahead and throw 3 7s in the chat if you can. Let me remove this person. I always say they're more persistent than people who paid their money to get in here, right? Let me put that person.
Oh,
all right. But they'll jump back on, but I'm going to leave them on here because they're going to listen. So excited. Yeah. VYB stands for Visualize Your Breakthrough. So I want all of you guys go into the chat and you'll see that it's changed to host. So you can still send me messages, right? So again, one more time, if you guys will go into the chat and just type 3 7s in there so I know that you guys are with us. All right. All right. I see your messages coming in. So really quickly, I'm going to go ahead and pull up our overview. You guys know that we've made some strategic partnerships, so I definitely want to share those. So welcome to VYB. And like I said, VYB stands for Visualize Your Breakthrough. And remember, the world needs what you have. So I'm not quite sure what that is. I've been on the phone all morning. Since 10 o'clock this morning, I've been sitting in the same place, really just talking to, you know, a lot of great individuals, right, who are looking for an opportunity. So if that is you, we want to welcome you to this call. I also want you guys to know that, you know, the most exciting thing is that here in the next less than 24 hours, you're going to be able to log into your back office. And some of you have been going crazy sharing VYB with the world. You've been
Crazy.
having leadership calls and team huddles, and I've been on all of those. So shout out to those of you guys who are really, truly wanting to share vibe with the world. So all of that's coming together in the next 24 hours. We are ready to go. So that means you guys have an opportunity to really, truly start to build a solid income if that's what you choose to do. I also want you to know that everything we do is 100% legal.
This doesn't count.
I bought a brand new orange Camaro back in the day when I made my first networking money. Orange is my favorite color, but I always laugh and tell people I don't want to wear it for a living. So if you guys want to go to thevibe.io/policies, a networking space, we give everybody an opportunity to be students or customers inside of Vibe. But if you also want to share the opportunity, you have an opportunity to make some great income as well. But success is not guaranteed and requires consistent work. 0 times 0 is 0. So if you want to work a business, you got to stand on business and you got to do what business owners do and entrepreneurs, and we work, right? So Vibe is super transparent, and our goal is to create 1,000 6- and 7-figure earners. And I know that we do it. We've done.
What happened?
You know, personal well-being. We understand that. So we accept everybody into the platform, but we also want people who are ready to participate in their own rescue. Okay. So you're going to learn new skills across your mindset, health, and finance. You're going to learn how to thrive in your personal and professional growth. I know over the last year, I've grown 10,000 feet. But if you want to take advantage of our optional rewards program, you can share the opportunity and make some extra money as well. So I do want to tell you guys that Ragan and I have been in this industry for a while, right? We're visionaries. We're fueled by creativity, connection, and passion. We have over 20 years of experience in education, customer service, and also leadership. But I don't know about you guys, but honestly, I just got tired of working extremely hard and there being a ceiling on my income. I have 2 degrees. I was going to go after my master's.
You can't even watch 100 videos.
I needed to spend another $18,000, and it would make my income go up about $700 to $1,000. I just didn't see the return on my investment. So I actually left the traditional teaching space, and I started to become a student. And I started to learn all the things that I didn't know about money and people and personal development, and got into a lot of companies, Ragan and I, and we went to the top of those companies. And then we decided to launch our own platform. So here we are. We exist because I believe the world is noisy. Just like that young lady got on the call, her husband works for the government, right? And she spends all of her time on social media. That's the world that we live in right now. We live in a world where people would rather spread negativity than spread joy. But listen, again, you have to ignore the noise sometimes. And we have an exclusive group where now you guys have an opportunity to log into your private platform, and we talk privately on our VIP calls. And you got to buy a ticket. you got to pay the price to get in on our calls. Most people will get on these calls because we open it up to everybody. But when you become a member of Vibe, we have our own private conversations where we focus on strengthening our mindset and our leadership skills. We focus on building habits that energize. We focus on learning financial skills that will really, truly unlock what you believe is freedom for you. For some of you guys, freedom is just making a couple extra $1,000 a month to offset all the craziness in the world, right? And the inflation. For some of you, you're looking to really truly make this a career. So we're going to give you the tools, the training, and the community, which is most important, to be able to grow. Now, I will not stop, ladies and gentlemen, until I've shared this to all four corners of the world, or everybody in the world. And at one point, 170 countries tapped into our program. I was literally speaking 10 to 15 different languages in one day, right? So here's the great thing. We know that the internet is alive and well, and that if you have an online business, you have an opportunity to really, truly solve the world's problems. And I believe that Ragan and I, our mission in this world is not to be mad at the people for being ignorant, because some people are just ignorant, but you can teach ignorant, right? I taught high school English, and a lot of my students were ignorant when it comes to using a period or a semicolon, right? But you can teach ignorant. Stupid, you can't teach, right? There are some stupid people in this world. We get it. We're focused on teaching those individuals who want to learn.
Scammers are stupid.
I was ignorant about how the world of finance worked until I got around people who have money, right? And then I zipped my lip and I took some notes to learn.
Then you
how
robbed
do I
them.
stop living paycheck to paycheck? How do I stop being a part of the 40-40-40 plan, where I work for 40 hours for the next 40 years just to retire poor, broke, on 40% of what I already can't live on? So what we did is we put together 4 membership pathways, and we went and got the best of the best in the field. And they're going to teach you. I don't know everything, and neither does Ragan, but we brought on many educators who are going to show you guys how to focus on your wealth, how to focus on your health. So the very first membership that we have is called VYB Core, on purpose. Most important part of your body is your core. If you can keep your core strong, you're not going to find yourself with a cane or a walker or any of those things if you can keep your core strong, unless it was something from birth. But you got to keep your core strong. It's what holds your whole body together. So we named it VYB Core on purpose. Week 1, it's all about personal development. Week 2 is about health and fitness. Week 3 is about anything that has to do with money, financial education. And then week 3 is anything that has to do with digital finance. And one of the most important things is understanding how to utilize these 4 different pathways. So if you just want to stick your toe in and get a little bit, you'll want to get the VYB Core. Now, for those of you guys who want to focus on your health only, you want to tap into the VYB Healthy You. So we went and got Zuma. They've done $1 billion in sales. That should tell you that their products are amazing. Now, what most networking companies do, or owners, is they go and white label some product and they just sell it to make money. We could have easily white labeled anybody's products. We didn't want to do that. We went to Zuma, who has over 30 products that are clean products that will really, truly improve your life. Then we went to Ken Owen from Agravite, who has a $100 million farm in Belize that I got a chance to spend a week on that farm. And he has the largest soursop farm in the world. It's never been touched by poison, never been touched by DDT. And I said, listen, I want to get into the product space, but it's super expensive to get into the product space, but not when you have strategic partnerships like we do. So now you guys have access to these products at the reduced price point because you're a part of VYB. You also have access to 2 of the 4 boot camps I was talking about, and weekly classes that are recorded, and you have access to the community and Healthy You discounts. Why? Because I believe your health is your wealth. So Focus Up is by far the best product I've ever taken. I will say that till I'm blue in the face. I'm sitting here with my Focus Up.
I don't know if these are safe. I don't support
If you like to take pills, you could take the Focus Up. Some of you guys are going to want to do the
Don't
powder.
take
If
any
you
of
need
their
clean
junk.
energy, want to get rid of the mental fog, this would be
is
the product.
Really
X2O
messes
is going to
with
clean
your
your wallet,
mind.
right? There's a lot of contaminants in your water, even when you're drinking bottled water. So the first thing that you want to do if you're feeling
Lady's
sick
crazy.
is make sure that you're drinking really good water and then put some minerals into your body. X2O will do that. Zyome 365, love this product because everything starts in your gut.
What do I tell you
if
about
you can
gut
clean
health?
your stomach, you're going to avoid a lot of sicknesses because everything starts in your gut.
No, it doesn't.
Also, we have Cardiozyme, and I love this product because
This is also
Ragan has had 3 open heart surgeries, and cardiovascular health is so very important. Heart disease kills more people than the 16 leading causes of death combined, and heart disease is really preventable.
And this
So
will help
I do want to tell you that I love these products from Zuma, and then Agravite has over 19 products
None of
that
these
you guys are going to have
FDA
access
approved.
to. And they just came out with a product called AGR74. Now, my best friend just passed away from breast cancer. Before she passed away, I called Ken and said, hey, can you send me the powder? Because when I went to Belize, I was on the farm, guys. This farm is where the Mayans lived in Belize. It is one of the most amazing things you could ever see. I got a chance to stay on the farm. I flew first class to Belize with 10 other people. And Ken did his gosh darn thing showing us around the farm. I went in my first cave. It was something to be seen. A real cave, not a tourist attraction cave, but we literally walked 2 miles, trudged our way through water up to our necks. And then we got into a cave where we had to jump in 20-foot water, which I can't swim. It was a sight, right? It was an experience. But what Ken did is he took the baby leaf of the soursop tree. That's where all the nutrients are. And he grinds it down into a powder with a 4,000-pound rock that the Mayans used. Like, true, it's a real place in Belize, right? You guys can look it up. We'll send you the videos. And he crushes the leaves into a powder. And then he extracts.
You want me to believe you're an influencer and you took no video of this?
That kill the free radicals in your body. He put it into a spray. He has 19 other products that are phenomenal, but this product
My alleged blown out
on
arse
TikTok is flying off the shelves. You could go there and get it, but here's the only place where you can market that product. So we don't just have digital products. We also are now tapped into the physical products as well. Now with Vibe Trade you guys have an opportunity to tap into 15 educators who are 6 and 7 figure earners, and they know the markets. Now, you may not want to trade Forex or crypto, but you have weekly classes. You have a from A to Z academy called the RFX Academy so that you can understand what's going on in the world right now. And we did a VIP call. In the next 4 to 6 months, everybody on this planet is going to need to make more money. And that is not me fear mongering. That's me listening to our educators who read the charts and the markets every day. Listen, numbers don't lie. People do every single day, but they could take you back 5 years and show you exactly what was happening on the charts. And they can show you the collapses. They can show you all the things that were happening on the charts, and they prepare themselves. So we listen to them. The foreign exchange market, guys, is the largest global market on the planet. And the lady who was just on here, she's like, oh, it's a scam. Forex is a scam. Forex, look it up, Google it. It's the largest
that they're getting their products
in the
from
world.
too. That's why.
It's where your money is.
Right. So
the banks keep the majority of their money, like they circulate our money and they make money on our money. Right, 9.6 trillion is traded
companies next
daily
week, guys.
right now. Cryptocurrency, 3.13 trillion. Asset and wealth, there's 128 trillion dollars in circulation, and with equities, bonds, real estate, 246.8 trillion. And yes, we know our government prints money at will, but you better know what's going on, especially what's getting ready to happen in 2026.
Oh my!
I listen to people who aren't guessing.
So
we're going to teach
crypto.
it. This is going to be a really big year for Vibe members. And guess what? Not everybody is going to come aboard, ladies and gentlemen. You have to understand that most people, 99% of them, about 95%, are trading time for money. And there's nothing wrong with having a job, but you do have to understand that the majority of the world isn't in the
I ain't
investor
paying
column.
you,
They're
so-
not in the building system
You're
or where
tricking
the
me
money
too,
is.
then.
They're not over there. 95% of the people are trading time for money. And
Where
there's
do you
only
get that
5%
number
of the
from, Megan?
wealth over there. 5% of the
95% of people.
are on the right
Ew.
side of money. So we got to just learn how to be over there, right? So we do have a
Or
VYB All Access membership as well.
Yeah.
And this membership
It is.
allows you to have everything that I just said, but it also puts you in creator mode. So if you have a business, you can promote your business inside of VYB into the community. So if you have an insurance company, I was just on with a guy today who has created a lot of millionaires
fuck up your ethics.
utilizing insurance. I was on with him this morning for an hour and a half, and man, he told me some stuff that I didn't even know. And I'm like, yeah, Miss Juliet put him on.
You
the
don't
phone
know
with me, and I'm like,
everything,
this is
Megan.
really great stuff. And he's coming over potentially just to have a membership so he can share with the community. So if you have an all access membership, you are allowed to share what it is that you do, your gifts, your talents, if and only if you have an all access membership. Also, you have an opportunity to get your own store if you want to create your own merchandise. Again, if you don't have an all access membership moving forward, you will not be able to promote on the page. But if you have an all access membership, we help you create your store and now you can promote. So I want to tell you guys, everything these days is really about having subscription-based businesses. So we're going to give you guys an opportunity to be students only. We're going to give you an opportunity to share the opportunity if you want. You can be a student business owner as well. But right now, I don't know how long this is going to last, so you want to hurry up. But we have, you don't have to pay the enrollment fee. Typically, your very first month, you would pay $99, $139, or $199 one time. And then the following month, your monthly membership to access all of the education, the live classes and everything would go down, okay? So you can see this. So we're starting everybody here. $99, $119, $159, or $179. You can cancel at any time. So if you don't love what you hear or what you're learning,
she's so
you don't have to be a part of the program. So, you know, we want people who want to be here and who love the program. So I'm excited that we do have a lot of people joining every single day. Now, how many of you guys would like to get this for free? This is where I come in. This is kind of where my forte is that I show people how to use our rewards program. Reagan is in the background. She does a phenomenal job
here the whole
along
time,
with Tony and our entire
Can't get
corporate
away
team
from
that works tirelessly. Ms. Zia is our director of education. So she kind of manages all of our 15 plus and growing educators that we have on our platform. But you can earn rewards points. So for every single membership, ladies and gentlemen, you can earn 0.4, a half of a point, almost 3/4 of a point, or a full point in rewards points every time someone pays their membership that's in your organization or that's placed in your organization. So we made it super simple. Our goal is, let me go back a little bit, to show you guys how to tap into the rewards program. Memberships earn rewards points. Rewards points build ranks, and ranks unlock rewards. So for some of you, you just want to sell memberships. I have some people over here who are only spending $9.99 a month because they want to be an independent business owner. Their money might be funny right now, but they said, listen, I still want to be able to make some income and share these memberships. So in order to do that and make a commission, you at least have to have a VYB partner IBO membership, right? We do everything by the book. And I tell people legally, I can't force you to get a membership to make income, but there are some stipulations where you do have to meet requirements, right? You might have to sell a few more memberships than a person who actually has a membership. So the easiest way for you to climb the ladder in VYB is you can share and earn fast start bonuses. You can earn retail sales. So you guys, over the next 7 days, you're going to see our marketplace open up when we officially open for VYB 2.0, right?
With the
VYB 1.0 was June all the way until the end of October. We paused our memberships for about 30 days, and we built a brand new platform, a brand new marketplace that you guys haven't even seen yet. You have gotten a chance to see the shopping cart with the memberships in there, but you haven't seen the marketplace yet. Now, for some of you guys, you want to build a dual team, one on your left and one on your right, and those total points generated from your left and right teams working together will help you to make great income, get your membership for free, all of those things. You also have an opportunity for rank achievement bonuses. So let me get through this part pretty quickly and then give you this quick update. But all of you know two people who want to get to the next level. And if you decide to be an independent business owner, you're focused on being a business owner, right? We love our customers. We love our students who just want to utilize our platform. We're actually going to be rolling out a brand new platform for all of our millennials, the youngins, right? Who maybe just want to get educated. But I'm talking to the business-minded individuals right now. If you get into a networking company, you got to do some work, right? You got to do a little bit of work when you get into a company. So I want all of you guys to go into the chat and just type work in the chat for me. Just type the word work. If you can, you should be able to message everybody now, but just type the word work, right? Some people do not like network marketing because they don't want to do the work. They will get on here and you know, bomb our calls, but I really see this. Is it okay? Put a 1 in the chat if I could be super transparent with you guys, right? I thought, why don't we practice group economics, right? The worst that somebody can do is get on our chat and be crazy, right? And we see that all the time. But I want to create a new Wall Street. And back in the day, I was born in Oklahoma, and Tulsa, Oklahoma, 50 city blocks, they did business together.
She loves you,
and
Jelly.
I love the concept. It's called group economics. They did business together. If I had a dry cleaning business, I took people brought their dry cleaning, and then they had a car wash, and I went and did business with them, and we circulated our money together, right? I love that concept.
That's not what you're doing here.
I think people do it the best when they're in networking companies, right? But we have a great product. So when you share our product, we're going to share the revenue with you. Does that make sense, everybody? Just give me a yes in the chat if that makes sense. We're going to share. Some people don't like it. Oh, it's a scam. Scam stands for still confused about money. I could care less what people think about this industry because it's produced more millionaires in this particular industry. So you got to have thick skin to be in this business, but you got to learn how to work. And I can almost promise you could find 2 people on this planet who understand what it is that we do for the community, right? And ignore the rest of them. So every single person who decides to get a membership and purchase the IBO, I'm only talking to those who purchase the IBO membership, you're saying that you're ready to work. Otherwise, don't get the IBO membership, right? Just keep your $10 a month, but $10 a month is going to allow you to run this like a real business. If you're in the United States, you'll get a 1099 that says you're a real business, right? And when you have a person on your left and a person on your right, you're dual team qualified. When those individuals do the same, or maybe you invite more people and you
I'm
have
still
5
confused about
points on the
MLM.
left and 5 on the right, these might be all access memberships. Those give you 1 full point.
Why do they have to
and
be
as
so
other
funky and
people
scammy
bring
and gross?
folks in as well, we're going to attribute those points to your account. And when you have 5 points on the left and 5, a total of 10 total points, which is nothing at all, you're going to be at $300 a month. You're going to make $75 every single Friday. This is going to help to offset your membership. Does that make sense, everybody? Just give me a
No.
7 in the chat if it makes sense. It is simple. So I want to give a shout out to those
stupid and
individuals who
scammy.
are doing it. Shout out to Vic, who is doing calls consistently. Shout out to Tracy and Charmaine and Raman Hodge. I just want to give a special shout out to those individuals because they're doing the work. right? And we're about to fall out of the tree in the next 24 hours. And I was like, I got to figure out who's doing the work, right? $300 a month, guys. Executive director is $1,000 a month. And most people, if I said, hey, I'm going to drop $1,000 a month in your bank account, that would be so very helpful to a lot of people. Do you guys agree? Are we still all, I know some of y'all are at church and you're muted and you're trying to pay attention, but does that make sense? We want to get as many people to $1,000 a month as possible. $2,000 a month is you're bringing in an extra $24,000 for the year. This could be potentially a whole nother side hustle. $500 a week coming in can save your house, could help you with groceries, could allow you to get into that new place. I don't know what $2,000 a month would do for you guys. $3,000 a month. This is your team is growing, right? Your team continually grows, but at $5,000 a month is where things start to look a little different for you. And this is why I know it's possible, because we kept it super simple for all of you guys. You know, 2 individuals who want to get to the next level. So take your first 7 days and talk to everybody possible. You're going to run into people like that lady that was on here earlier who just don't get it. Don't talk to those people for very long, right? Spend 1 minute talking to 100 people, not 100 minutes trying to convince that one person who's struggling financially or with their fitness or with their family or their faith. Don't spend all your time with those individuals. So I want to tell you guys, we run into 3 types of people. Third person is always going to say, this isn't for me. And that's okay. We want to thank you for jumping on. The second person is always going to, they have questions. So we want to get your questions answered. So please, right now, text the person who invited you and just let them know, hey, I have questions. I will tell you guys, we got something really important to show you tomorrow. I cannot wait for you to see it on the 1 o'clock call that will get all your questions answered. And you don't even have to talk to anybody when you're inside of our platform. It's pretty revolutionary, I believe, for a networking company. But if you're a number 1 person, just type I'm in the chat if you are ready to really, truly participate in your own rescue, right? Just type I'm in the chat. And if you want to work with me personally, ladies and gentlemen, but listen, I go to work, right? I don't want to talk about work. I don't want to talk about problems for too long. We're going to focus on solutions. You can reach out to me personally, and I would be more than happy to work with you guys. Again, I want to give a special shout out to Charmaine and to Vic Howard and to Tracy and also to Raman, because I talk to these individuals every single day. But guess what? I'm talking to them and the people that they're trying to help. Okay. So I want to tell you guys, choose to be a customer or an independent business owner. But if you choose to be an independent business owner, really, truly treat it like a business. Your journey starts with one decision, and that's to invest in your growth and to learn. So you guys can learn anything, right? So I want to say, get back with the person who invited you. Your next step starts with you. Make a decision, get signed up ASAP. Really quick announcement that I want you guys to know is we are all the way there. We are ready to go. So you guys who are active inside of VYB right now, we're going to be structuring you into our two-legged structure, right? We're going to be structuring you. It is very, very important, ladies and gentlemen, that over the next 24 hours, when you log into your back office, get super familiar. All this week and into next week, we're going to be showing you guys how to read your reports. For some of you, again, shout out to several of you guys who have already taken the head start to get dual team qualified. You already have a person on the left. Some of you guys have multiple people on the left and the right already. So congratulations to you. Your week, 28 days has not started yet, right? So all of you guys who paid early, you've had an opportunity to get familiar with the platform and not lose any days of the month, right? So we'll let you know when that membership officially starts. We're just kind of giving you some free education right now, so you don't lose your 28 days. But I will tell you guys this. If you want to work with me personally, you got to learn the system. Number one, if you sign someone up, you want to guide them through the sign up process and coach and train them as you go. I had Latrice on. She is technologically challenged. She will tell you, man, her and her daughter and her husband, I had them on, and it took us about an hour, right? But I walked them through the platform. I'm showing them around. We have a 3-minute video that will do the same thing. So when you guys send people to the back office, there's a place called Knowledge Base. You can click on there and it'll show a video on how to sign up, how to find your referral link, how to create your referral link and share it. I also want to give a special shout out to Denise Rowley. She dropped her referral link, guys, and 89 people clicked on her referral link because inside of your back office, we built you your own funnel. So listen, you don't have to create extra funnels right now if you don't want. We built it already. When you drop your link, people are going to click it. You can see how many people clicked it. So Denise dropped her link and 89 people, she made phone calls and sent her link to people, and 89 people clicked on the link. Out of those 89 people, 19 people created an account. 19 conversion, right? We're going to show you guys how to use that, but some of you have already figured it out. You have your own funnel back there. You have your own referral link, and you can sign up people for free. Once they get back there, they can kind of look around, and then they can go to shop product and choose to be a VYB partner or choose one of the memberships. And listen, guide them through the process and then get training. We have a 16-minute video that's in the back office as well that shows you guys a breakdown of how to get to the top of this rewards program. It is these 6 steps. It's a video that's going to break it down. Then introduce all your new people to a leader like myself. I dropped my number. Let me help you. Again, shout out to Charmaine, who did a team huddle with her team. And I know Marche was on there, and Brenda was on there, and Mariposa, who just joined, was on there. We had a great time, really, truly learning the system. So do a welcome leadership team huddle. And then guess what? We schedule launch calls.
No, I have
if
nothing
you want to
else
take this
to do
business
with
to the
my
next level,
time.
just do the basics.
This is
How many of
all
you
I
guys,
have
if you
to
knew
do
I was going to give you
with my
$1,000, if you went and called 10 people right when you get off this phone, how many of you guys just put me in the chat? You would do it, right?
You ain't doing nothing in the chat.
I know you would do it, right? So sorry, I got the
Again, you
person
ain't
in the
doing
chat
nothing.
again. So you guys can overflow, right?
She put it to direct
We ain't
message
listening to
her.
that person. Obviously, we're saying something
No,
great because that
Sarah!
person is still on this call right now, right? So we are not worried about those folks. You want to schedule your launch. You want to prepare and build your list, and then allow us to launch your business. And understand, guys, that when you drop your
you have been
launch call, you may not want to just drop it everywhere because
me.
people would get on. I have a group with 13,000 people in it, and every time I drop it in there, we're going to get these people who jump on, right? But have I missed a beat, right? Let me just open up the chat one more time and just, have I missed a beat, guys, right? You have to be so sure about what it is that you do that the haters, just put 3 7s in the chat for me really quickly, ladies and gentlemen. We are not concerned at any point about the haters because we are too busy focused on elevating.
You stay pretty concerned about us, Megan.
The haters are going to come when you're doing great things. So
no,
I am so very excited, guys. Meet me on the call. We might do a private VIP call tomorrow. So make sure you guys have to have an account. We may do our private call at 1 o'clock tomorrow. So hop on the myvibe.io, and then if we get some of this stuff going on, we'll get on our private back office VIP call for our updates. So I want to say thank you guys so very much. Get active. Check your back office here in the next 24 hours. We're going to be walking you through, and you guys will be able to see your rewards tree, your team, and you're going to be able to go to work. So we are finally here. I'm so excited about it. So thank you guys for sticking around. Peace and blessings. If you need me right after this call, just give me a shout out. My phone number is 317-796-4361. I am here to support you guys in anything that you do. So peace and blessings, and we'll see you at the top because the bottom's too crowded.
Skimmer! Should allow you to mute. coward. Oh! Oh! Megan, you pussy. She didn't want to talk to me, I guess. Anyway, I got a bunch of messages and I wanted to wait till we were at the end so that we could see the whole presentation. I wanted to see if she was going to show us anything new and if she was going to talk about the product some more. She kind of did. Again, next week we will do a big deep dive on the companies and those products specifically. I know I said I would try to do that this week, but it's just been a crazy week. And I'm still like trying to figure out this seat buyer thing. So I wanted to show you guys before we kind of wrap this up. The website here, set up your new financial future, real DeFi with real results. Get started for free with seat buyer, but I just wanted to show you. It says passive high yield returns daily. Set up multiple streams of DeFi crypto income, no KYC, no approvals. So, immediate red flags, okay? The fact that there's no KYC should be red flags. No approvals, red flags. Management inside your own dashboard, also kind of red flags. Get access to crypto assets. I can't read anymore. Before the masses, income strategies for both bear and bull markets. Start earning on stable coin assets paid daily. So that's what they're claiming to do. It's just, like I said, whenever I watch a presentation, they just do this stupid calculator and just kind of tell us about the memberships. They don't really talk much about the money aspect. But that's always a red flag if you see that and they're not doing a KYC and money is being exchanged. Huge red flag, most likely a scam. So that was a fun live stream. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out with me tonight. We ended up deep diving their latest seat buyer presentation. And then we also got to watch their presentation from tonight, which was kind of fun. We got to disrupt the Zoom meeting a little bit. Jelly got to get some words in there. I hit him up at the end, so I don't know. Maybe it was successful. Who knows? We warned people it was a scam. So what we do that for is we hope that there are people there that are maybe like confused about what it is. You know, usually when you end up at one of those Zoom meetings, it's because a friend or family member or an employee that you work with, you know, a colleague, someone you know, a neighbor. They basically sent you a link and asked you to come to this presentation because they have this amazing business opportunity and you maybe aren't aware that these things are bad. So you show up to one of these Zoom meetings and then you're hit with this presentation. And it seems like a polished presentation. You know, Megan pretty much gives the same one over and over and over again, it seems. So, you know, she's rehearsed it a few times. So it's easy to kind of like fall into that, right? There's a lot of FOMO going on and it's someone you trust that says it's a good like investment. And so when we kind of pop in there, right, you know, and Jelly says things like, hey, this is a pyramid scheme, where I'm in the chat telling them, hey, they're trying to scam you, get out of here. We hope that one of the people that, you know, kind of got invited might see that and go, oh shit, this is a scam. Oh yeah, maybe I have heard about these things before. I might do some more research, or they just straight up leave and don't go to another presentation. Sometimes it just takes a little bit of disruption in the flow in order to kind of snap people back into reality when they're in the trance of one of these Zoom meetings, because they can be almost like hypnotizing for some people. You know, especially if you're the type of person that really likes personal development. You know, you are looking for a passive income, maybe. Maybe you're looking for a second job and your buddy's like, hey, this could be a you know, thing that you could do instead. And so it can sound good if you're not really aware of what's going on. And that's why we continue to speak out about them, but that's why we kind of do the Zoom meeting thing. All right, it's not just because we like to go in there and yell at the CEOs of these MLMs, although, hey, I'll admit that part's fun too. So I hope that all of you have a fabulous, fabulous night. I'm going to try to do a live tomorrow, but I might not be able to go live tomorrow, but there should be a Friday with all of you for Friday, of course. So I will definitely see you all then. Have a fabulous, amazing rest of your night. You know, this thing is still here, still giving me bad vibes. And maybe I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'm working on some videos though, so I might do a little bit of that. Maybe try to get one of those out tomorrow. And for sure, I'll see you Friday. Have a fabulous, fabulous night. Make sure you like this, subscribe if you are new here. All of the beautiful people join the members, so think about joining. And I will see you all really soon. I love all your faces. Bye. Please do give this video a like and subscribe if you are new here. I'd really appreciate all of the support that you have given me and my channel over the years. Have a good night.